Hey people, what's up? Joy here. Okay, today we're going to do fragrance comparison between two very popular fragrances at the moment from two very popular houses. Let's say for the designer game, these, in my opinion, are the top two designer houses. So at this moment, these are very popular. The Bleu de Chanel was actually it's a bit older brother to this in terms of the release date, because this one came out first, significantly like a bit way before. So this one is relatively newer but already very very popular. So for me, I was very confused which one to go with in the beginning, but I was going to get actually one of them, either the Bleu or the Sauvage. So in the end, luckily for me, I got this as a gift from a dear friend of mine, and then I ended up purchasing this as well. So I have to tell you a story a little bit, as I am going to compare these two. So which one should you buy out of these two? All right, first of all, I'll show you just the very fast. I'll show you the bottle boxes. All right, so for Dior, I have the 60 ml bottle, and then the Bleu de Chanel, it's the EDT concentration, which I have the 100 ml bottle. So both boxes are very handsome, and it's just so formal, and Chanel has the CC on the top. So and you can see the quality. If you are coming out from the top designer houses, you're going to get very good looking boxes and presentation. So here I show you the bottom. All right, so some informations and the serials are there. Size, there's nothing much except that yours one, the Sauvage one, has some lines. Okay, so yeah, at the back you have some more information. So it's been reviewed a lot, so I think the presentation part we can skip quickly. All right, let's come to the bottle presentation. Which bottle do I prefer out of these two? Both of them have very similar sort of a theme if you go head on with each other. So the Sauvage has the more I think out of the two, has the more unique look to it. It has the cylindrical bottle, and has both of them have magnetic caps. This one also has a magnetic cap. All right, okay, and then the bottle actually has a fade, which I really like it. I'll show you. Okay, it starts from black and then slowly fades down. It reminds me exactly of Dior's Fahrenheit, which one has the sunset theme, and the writings even, I think they use the similar fonts, right? So it has pretty much, and the Dior Prevail line, they have the collection, their bottles look just like this. So, and for the Bleu, it's timeless, guys. When they made this, and it's very solid and heavy bottle, as you can see, and metallic cap as well. I love this aspect of both the bottles, right? So this has the timeless look. When they made this, I'm pretty sure they had a lot of research going on before releasing this design, and I think they knew this is going to be in the collection of people for a very long time in the shelf. So they gave a look, that's a very unique look. It's nothing like mind-blowing, and even though it's dark and black, darkish blue bottle, but you can see through the level of the juice. So for the both bottles actually is the same. So I think for bottle presentation and the looks, I love equally. I love them equally. I'll give them 10 out of 10, right? So what do you get? Let's not go, I'm not going to go to the note breakdown, because this all been done there, and our master reviewers, they already reviewed both of them to death. There are so many. I think these two have the highest number of reviews on YouTube. So I think I'll try to do something different, and what I got from both of them, and why I have both of them in my collection. Okay, so is it worth having both of them in the collection? In my honest opinion, if you are on a budget, like not everyone can afford to buy a fragrance every 2-3 days, right? So some people, they really have to like save up, and then they will have to really work hard, and then they can end up buying one bottle. So these two actually come into sort of like a similar category. It's a gentlemanly scent, safe scent, pleasant scent, and compliment garner. And it, they both have the sort of the performance as well. So is it worth having both in the collection? So in my honest opinion, if you can afford, if you're a collector and if you are looking to purchase so many fragrances and you're going to have a lot of fragrance in your collection, in my honest opinion, yes, these two easily can be in your collection and should be, because these two from the houses like Chanel and Dior houses, they have a lot of the releases which are not really liked equally by everyone. But this two, I think, for the average Joes, average people who are not into the fragrance game, who are looking for something decent, something beautiful, smells that smells beautiful, and also it can be worn with different occasions, let's say formal and even casual, and then one bottle can do it all year long. Both of them can do that, guys. All right, these things, these two fragrances you can use all year long, so they are very versatile. So from that point of view, yes, you can own both if you can afford. But if you are looking to buy just the one, I will tell you what are the differences between these two, so and which one maybe you should go for. It's going to be very simple. If you are looking for something that's casual and it serves all purpose except formal, and outdoor activities, hanging out with friends, and you're looking for something bit youthful and young, and you're in university or college, and you need something that's going to perform you for a very long time, and it's very safe. It's the safest, one of the safest fragrance in the world. I think you go with Dior Sauvage, because this has all the elements of it. There is nothing to dislike about it, but there's nothing mind blown about it as well. Like if you spray this on your skin, I have it on my arm here. I sprayed it before I put them here. I sprayed Dior Sauvage here and then the Bleu de Chanel here. So from the smell, I think you can pick out, like to me it smells a little bit like pineapple, a bit fruity, and then at the same time it has some marine vibe, and then it's not a heavy fragrance. I must tell you this is not a heavy fragrance. This is very like light, but at the same time very pronounced, and it really projects. People can smell you. Even like 2 nights before, I was wearing this at the night time. I was wearing this in the car, and the AC started blowing up, and then like not blowing up, it started blowing. All right, so some people in the car, they were like, wow, you smell really nice. So this actually is the safest pick among many fragrances that are around the market. So if you're young and you're looking for something, you don't have to really worry about, and you're not really bothered about artistic aspects of perfumery, or you are not looking to wear something daring scent, you can wear this. This is good to go with any occasion, 7 days out of a week. You can spray this on your skin or your clothes. It's going to be fantastic. All right. So, and for the other side, like let's come to the Bleu de Chanel, and this is EDT. I picked this EDT for a reason. I owned the EDT and EDP samples for a very long time, and I recently only bought this because I just had to. So I picked the EDT for a reason, because it projects a little bit longer than the EDP. The EDP lasts longer but projects less. So for me, I don't mind spraying this like a couple of more times, like maybe 2-3 times of the day. So for me, I liked the EDT better. It's a bit more stronger in projection. So this, I think, has a little bit more mature vibe than the Sauvage, and both of them opens in the same way. Like they are fresh and they're very beautiful. This one has the grapefruit starting, and I think in my opinion, this is like a pineapple fruity scent. So both of them are fruity, but this one goes towards the more manly, and then bit grown up, and then bit more formal setting. It can be worn in casually, and any age can be pulling this off. But if you can close your eyes and you can smell this, I have this here. So if you smell this, I've been having this on for about 10-15 minutes. I think this one goes more towards the formal settings. It will suit the best if you're having a nice suit, or you're wearing formal dressing and you are going for dinner or any meetings or office purpose. This one has a more formal touch to it. This one is very pleasant at the same time, but people really love it on you. And the dry down on this, it's a bit it's bit pronounced and bit more, it has more body than this, okay. But for the longevity, like this thing lasts a little bit less, or maybe significantly less than Sauvage. This one lasts on my skin in our conditions, for the summer conditions, this one will last me to 3 to 4 hours, whereas this one on my skin, it will be there 6 to 7 hours. So for countries like the States or UK, where the weather is more favorable and it's very the heat is not so much, you're gonna get much better performances. But from my experiences, I think this one, the EDT, lasts a little bit less than this. So this one will give you better performance in terms of longevity. So on the skin, but you can still smell it, you know. But for formal settings, this is really good. So the price wise, they are pretty much identical. I mean, this one for 60 ml they have, and they also have 135 ml, and this one has the 50 ml and 100 mls, but the prices are kind of same. So basically not much difference in the pricing. So as far as pricing goes, they are pretty much in the same price bracket, so you can go with either one. So my observation, who will like this Bleu and who will like the Sauvage more on you? I think the younger people, younger crowd who are in the college school, this I think will be a bit more suitable for you, because this one doesn't really have anything complex in it. But for Bleu de Chanel, it has the notes, some of the notes on the dry down. Like some people may find it bit I don't know, spicy or something. Like this one will smell a bit more mature. So some young individuals, the girls, let's say, the ladies, they might not find this to be very youthful. So to be on the safe side, you can go with this. But for me, why I would have both in my collection is that both of them have the differences, guys. Like this one, the freshness and the formal setting, and also have the freshness on the opening. Both of them have the differences. Maybe they start the same on the opening, from the opening burst, but they go in for a different direction, right? And then it's worth having both, right? So there is not really any battle going on as far as I'm concerned. And as you saw, like the performance and the compliment wise, the dry down wise, they have their differences, you know. Just because they have both blue sort of a theme and then same bottle kind of a theme, it doesn't mean they're the same. So if you can afford, I think you can get both, because there are other fragrances from Chanel's and Dior's, their releases, you might not like them all. Like for example, Chanel House have Egoist, Platinum Egoist, they have Antaeus. So those scents are very daring scents. So in general, like I go to Chanel, I don't see many people buying those fragrances. They buy this. Majority of the people, they buy this. And even the Dior house, okay, they have Dior Homme Cologne, they have Dior Homme, they have Dior Homme Intense. But Dior Homme Intense, it's not really everybody's cup of tea, right? So even though this is a newer fragrance, this actually is relatively more popular than the Dior Homme line at the moment, because the sales wise, I think this one is getting lot of attention, and they're selling a lot of bottles of this, both of this, right? Bleu de Chanel is still going strong. So in the end, if you were to choose between one, like between the two, you just choose one. I leave it up to you guys. Like if you want something all year long, both of them are very good for it. If you want to wear something in the office, you also can wear this in the office, no problem. But if you want to smell a bit manly and bit confident man, and then a bit more serious, it has bit more body to it on the dry down, yeah, this Bleu de Chanel you can pick. But you know, the whole war that's going on between these two, I was in the group as well. Like, which one is better? In my honest opinion, both are good, guys. I mean, these are not really, some of the reviewers said this is like pure garbage, and they were like not well thought out. I think it was well thought out, because both of them, it was targeted for people of the masses, you know, like people who are not much into fragrance notes and then sophistication. They just want something to smell good, great, it's going to last them long, and then they're willing to spend a little bit more money up class in the designer game. Both of them are well thought out, I think, because they are not really nothing scents, right? There are a lot of fragrance out there from other houses. They are not very, they don't even come close to this. They can make a lot of clones and whatnot. Even this one will be cloned, I'm pretty sure they're gonna make clones of Sauvage. But guys, if you love fragrances, in the end I would say, if you love fragrances really, and you like collecting and wearing fragrances and like to get compliments, don't get something that's not worth it, you know. Like, these are on the higher side. Like, I would pay 400s, around 400s for both of them ringgit wise, and so that would be like $100. But you're going to be spending like maybe $50 to $60 to get something. You get cheaper. Like other houses, there are a lot of offerings. You get something cheaper, like for example AZZARO's house. So they have something similar to Bleu de Chanel. They have the Acqua Essenziale. I like the scent, but it's gone like in like 10-20 minutes, you know. You feel like you got this on a budget, like to spray it all over in your room and stuff. It's a decent scent, but doesn't really last you, and then in the dry down they don't smell anything special. These two, you know, you get your money's worth, guys, you know. And in the shelf, if you're a collector, they're gonna look great. I mean, I would, if I bought this instead of getting it as a gift, I'd have bought the bigger bottle. So in the end, my rankings are if I have to give them a mark out of 10, I'll give this a 10 out of 10. I'll give this 10 out of 10 as well, guys. Both of them are really amazing. This one lasts a little bit longer on the skin, from my experiences on my skin. I don't know about the rest. And I guess this one, the performance wise, this is better. But for you know, if you want to be liked in the bit more grown up community, this is really nice, guys. I mean, both of them are really beautiful scents. So I leave it up to you guys which one you're going to choose, but I told you my opinions on both of this. So but go to the mall and give them a test, like a test run. If you haven't tried this, see for 1 hour what it turns into, and then in the end of the day you have to do your purchasing decision, right? So see which one gives you a bit more compliments or a bit more right message, because on the dry down actually is the most important part of a fragrance, and then not the opening, guys. Opening, both of them not very long lived. The opening are the best. I wish the opening stayed like 2-3 hours, at least 2 hours or so, but then they don't. So the dry down, you have to live with the dry down. So give it a try on your skin and see which one works better. If you like both, buy both. All right, so that's all I have to say about this too. I'm really happy that I have them both in my collection, and I just had to get the Bleu de Chanel. I love this stuff, man. Like, this was in my list to buy for a very long time, and I'm very glad I bought this. And thanks to all my friends once again for supporting me. And Shero's bro, you are my bro from Pakistan, so you are really, like, you know, giving me a lot of motivation to do more videos. So thanks to you, bro. I really appreciate it, and then I hope we get to work someday together and then talk fragrances, or maybe do a review someday. All right, so take care, guys, and have a nice day. Bye bye.